walked toward the asset like a ghost in a borrowed life. The white veil covering her face felt like a shroud, not a symbol of purity, but a reminder of everything that had died, your sister, your freedom. Jews around you, Gail smiled, whispered, and cried happy tears. None of them saw the pain carved into expression, carefully hidden beneath a layer of makeup. Your eyes locked on his John Jungle, the groom, who wasn't meant to be yours. He didn't smile. The priest's voice was distant ego. The wolf left meaningless, mechanical. You repeat the word, lips trembling. Only once, when I look at you, not with love, but with something far colder. Priest, you may now kiss the bride. For a second, neither of you moved. Then suddenly, Jungkook stepped forward. He grabbed the back of your neck roughly, forcing you to look up. His grip was tight, not enough to hurt, but enough to remind you that it don't belong to here. And then he kissed you. It was harsh, angry, as if he wanted to punish you. His lips touched yours, as if by kissing you he was erasing her from his life and blaming you for it. Your eyes remained open, so did his. A kiss in front of 100 may never be beautiful, but only to you view. When he pulled back, his voice was low, meant only for you. Jungkook, don't expect love from me. You took a place, but you never take a place in my heart. You swallowed the lump in your throat and gave him a faint, bitter smile. Wine, I didn't want this either, Jungkook. But now that we are here, let's see how breakfast. Crystal center hung like frozen stars, casting golden light across the polished marble floor. The reception was nothing short of grand, exactly what everyone except from John wedding. Laughter echoed, champagne flowed, and people offered congratulations like everyone was picture perfect. But no one noticed how far the bride and groom sat, even when seated beside each other. Your hand rested on your lap. Your knuckle pale from how tightly you gripped the edge of your dress. Jungkook hadn't said a word to you since the kiss at the altar. His jaw remained clenched, his finger tapped against the glass in front of him, impatient. Angry and tired, you felt like an intruder at your own wedding when you're putting on quite the show. You muttered just enough for him to hear. He didn't look at you. Jungkook, the show was over the day she died. Your chest tightened, but you didn't let it show. You couldn't, not in front of all the cameras, not for the entire business world watching. And Aldi came toward for her to bless the both of you, smiling sweetly. Lady, may you both have a long and happy marriage, she said, placing a gentle hand over yours. You bowed politely. Jungkook simply nodded and immense out there. For their first dance, you hushed, fell over the crowd. Your stomach turned. Jungkook stood and extended his hand. His eyes sharp and cold, but his smile plastic. You placed your hand in his, for the cameras, for the deal, for the promise your family made to his. He pulled you into position, one hand on your waist, the other holding yours. Jungkook, don't step on my shoes, he said, voice low and cruel. Why, don't worry, I have no intention of getting close enough. The music started, a soft, romantic melody, but there was no romance in the way he led the dance. It was mechanical, a rehearsal performance for a love that never existed. Still, you kept your head high, smiling at the crowd, knowing that every flash of the camera was a lie etched in eternity. Jungkook, you should be in prison, not in my arms. Why, then why am I in your arms, Jungkook? You said calmly, your fake smile unwavering. Why, oh right, because she's not. His grip tightened on your vest by the dance don't stop. Around you, people cheered and clapped, marveling at the fairy tale couple you never felt more suffocated in your life. The car was too quiet, luxury seat, perfect air conditioning, a personal driver, a flawless bridal outfit. What more than what most people earn in the air. Everything was perfect on the outside, but inside it was suffocating. You sat beside him, John Jungkook, the groom who hadn't said a single word to you since stepping into the car. The gap between you and the seat felt like a canyon. Fine, you look handsome. You said softly, trying to ease the tension. Jungkook, save it. He replied coldly, eyes still fixed outside the window. The car turned the corner. The venue was 50 minutes away, but it already felt like lifetime. Wine, I didn't ask for this either. Jungkook, didn't you? You got everything, my family's name, the media attention, and a husband who was supposed to marry her. Tell me, Fine, which part of that you did not want? You look at him, trying not to keep your voice from shaking. Wine, the part where I lost my sister, the part where you look at me like a killer every time our eyes meet. His mouth twitched, a mix of pain and fury. Jungkook, you were there. You were driving the damn car. You inhaled sharply but didn't speak, no matter how many times he tried to explain. He never let you finish. His anger spoke louder than the page ever could. The car slowed down near the venue gates, camera flash. Through the window, the sound of reporter yelling and media rushing forward became louder and louder. Jungkook leaned slightly towards you, close enough for only you to hear. Jungkook put on the smile Van, pretend to be the good wife. You are good at pretending after all. You blinked back, the sting in your eyes, and faced forward again. The door opened and just like that with broken heart and beaded truth, the world watched as the perfect couple stepped out. As the car rolled to a stop in front of the grand entrance, you could already see the household staff lined up respectfully on both sides, ready to welcome the new bride. Para was scared on the floor. Soft music played in the background, and the iron gate shut behind you like a lock and click photos. The driver stepped out, and Jungkook opened the door first. He go out smoothly, fixing his jacket already, putting on the cold control mask he always wore in public. The camera's flash from the family photographer started again, capturing the perfect moment of husband and wife arriving at the new beginning. You waited, heart pounding, not because you accepted kindness, but because you weren't sure your legs wouldn't even cooperate in the heavy bridal gown. The driver awkwardly rushed to your side and held the door open, but by then the damage was done. Every servant, every guest, every outsider had seen it. The bride was left to struggle alone. She gathered her dress and stepped out slowly, ignoring the sting in your eyes. The heel hurt, the veil threatened off your shoulder, but you walked forward, your chin up. Jungkook stood at the top of the steps now, waited only because the photographer had asked for one official shot. You walked up, stood beside him. He didn't offer his arm. He didn't even pretend to look at you. You whispered in deep breath, Wine, you don't have to keep hurting me just because you are hurting. Jungkook, no Wine. Hurting you is the only thing that still remind me I feel anything at all. The camera clicked a picture, perfect moment of two broken souls. The grand bridal room looked like out of a dream. Golden lightning, rose petals scattered across the floor and champagne untouched on the side. But to you, it was a graveyard, a place where someone else's life was meant to bloom, not yours. And the one who should have stood here in his gown, smiling with the hope eyes, she was gone. Because the wound never gave a chance to heal. You lay back on bed, your breath. Shaky arms wrapped tightly around his stomach like you were holding yourself together, but no one ever would. And when sleep came, it came hard. In the nightmare, you were in a room, dark, quiet. Was half drawn, the tissue was scattered. Your sister sat in the car, knee drawn to her chest, face buried between them. A phone lay near her feet, screen still growing. You pick it up. You saw the messages. That. Why don't you kill yourself? Everyone's seen you now. What kind of girl are you? You gasped, scrolling through a dozen of text, screenshot, anonymous thread, and the photo, private. Secrets stolen, now everywhere. Wine, Uni, you whispered, your voice breaking. Wine, why didn't you tell me? She looked at you slowly. Her face was hollow. Yuli, what could you have done, Wine? Wine, I could have protected you, I could. Yuli, from what? The internet? Apparent shame? Jungkook silence. You know what the worst part is? They didn't even ask if it was real. They just looked at me like I was already ruined. You tried to hold her, but she backed away. Yuli, I said I didn't want to marry him, but Mom said it. It was the only way to fix my image. Dad said no one will take me now unless I grab the chance. She smiled at Dad, broken smile. Yuli, they told me marrying Jungkook would make people forget, as if my body doesn't exist on every phone screen already. Mine, only please stop. Don't talk like this. Her eyes met yours, glassy, distant. Yuli, I wanted to die that day they leaked those photos, but I kept breathing because you held my hand. Why, then hold it again. Hold it now. You were screaming for her to stop, and then she looked at you the last time. Yuli, I'm sorry, Vine, but I can't save twice. She reached across and pushed you out of the car as the car slowed. Before speeding it up again, you screamed, eager to the rain as the car door flung open. Your body hitting the road started to scramble up, bleeding barefoot just in time to watch it disappear. Curve and then explosion. Back to reality. You woke up gasping, your throat burned, the cheeks were wet. You were no longer wearing a bright bride. When you were hurting so much and I didn't see it, your finger dug into the carpet. You feel like ripping the wall apart, screaming loud enough to shatter every mirror in the curious house. You sat alone at the long table, your finger wrapped around the warm cup of tea. The silence in the mansion was deepening, the tickling of the antique clock growing louder with each second, and then the sound of Footstep, he entered the dining room without a word, dressed in a dark shirt sleeve rolled up neatly, his hair still damp of the shower. He didn't look at you, not even once. You stood up. Wine, good morning. I asked the cook to prepare some breakfast. His eyes flickered over the table, then to you, just like that, go distance. Jungkook, I'm not hungry. Your lips parted slightly, cough of God. One, but you haven't eaten since last night. Jungkook, I didn't come here for small talk either. You don't have to act like a wife. This marriage means nothing to me. You swallow the lump in your throat and lowering your gaze. Well, I know it doesn't, but skipping meal won't fix anything. He gave a humorless chuckle, sharp and dry. Jungkook, you are acting like everything is normal, like it didn't take a place overnight. That made your finger clench around your cup. You didn't argue. What was the point? He looked at the toast, picked up a piece, held it for a second like it disgusted him, and then walked away with it. Jungkook, don't prepare breakfast again for me. I won't sit at this table with you ever. He turned to leave, but just before exiting, he paused and, without looking back, he muttered, Jungkook, don't try to make this look like a home. You don't belong here. The door clicked softly behind him. You sat there staring at the untouched breakfast, trying to hold back the tears burning behind your eyes, and somewhere inside a voice whispered,